Okay, greetings one and all, and welcome to this has to be day number 4, week 4, spring 2025 of our journey together. And it's definitely a delight to have each and every one of you here for this evening's classes. Let's begin. Okay, so let's head up. Well, first of all, before we even head up, I just want to review our square root. If you do not have this picture, if you do not have this information, please take a picture of this. Again, if you do not have this picture, please take a picture of this. Randomly, what is the square root of 144? Can someone tell me what is the
12.
square root of 144?
12.
12, very good. Why is that? Why is the square root of 144?
12 times 12 is
Times
12.
12
It's
equals 144.
Very good, because 12 times 12 is 144. That's why the square root of 144 is 12. Next, what is the square root of 289? The square root of 289?
17.
17, very good. Why is it 17?
17 times itself is 289.
Very good, because 17 times 17 is 29. What's the square root of 81?
9.
9. Why is it 9?
9 times 9 is 81.
Very good, 9 times 9 is 81. What's the square root of 25?
5.
5. Why?
5 times 5 is 25.
Very good, because 5 times 5 is 25. And finally, what is the square root of 361?
19.
19. Why is that?
19 times 19 is 361.
Very good, because 19 times 19 is 361. And that's how, this is going to be very important. Please take a screenshot of this if you do not have this already. Remember, as we go through our Pythagorean journey, we're going to be using our square roots and our squares. And so you're going to definitely need to know this. So the next chart is also very important, which is the squares. So this one is like squaring stuff. So we know that 2 squared is 4. We also know that, someone have a question?
Yes, sir.
Uh-huh.
Can I be excused because I have to do my social studies coursework?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
So you have 18 squared is 3, yes.
What are unperfect squares?
Unperfect squares are gonna be stuff like, so for example, if I ask you what's the square root of 30, what would you say?
Ah,
Right? So it's something that you have to use a calculator for. With perfect squares, you don't really have to use a calculator because you either know them or you're able to get it just by using prime factorization.
so basically, unperfect squares, like you would have to use a calculator, or if you get your answer in your head, it'd be like a decimal number. Ooh.
That's for imperfect. Okay.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit. We have to screenshot this one too.
Yeah, take a screenshot of this one as well. It's also going to be important. These two, you need the first one and also this one as we go along on our Pythagorean theorem journey. So let's continue with that thought, that idea. So let's head up. So I need everyone to write this down. So write this down for me, please. My name is Mr. Petit. Mr. Petit, today is what? Thursday? Right, Thursday the 30th of January, 2025. The subject is, of course, mathematics. Subject is mathematics. And we're going to revisit Pythagoras theorem. So topic is going to be Pythagoras theorem. So Pythagoras theorem. I'm gonna do a few questions. Oh, not the topic, I'm sorry. Remember we're doing sections now. So section 1 is going to be Pythagoras theorem, part 2. Okay, Pythagoras theorem, part 2. So we said that Pythagoras theorem is going to be used on what type of triangles? What type of triangles can we only use Pythagoras theorem
Right
on?
angles.
Right angle triangle.
Right angle triangles. You only could use it in right angle triangles. Okay. And how can we identify a right angle triangle? What gives it away?
It has a right angle.
The right angle in it, the box.
The box. Okay, what does that measure?
90 degrees.
90
degrees.
90 degrees. 90-degree angle. Very good. And we said that the Pythagoras theorem is the following. Without looking at your notes, tell me what is the Pythagoras theorem?
The Pythagoras theorem is a theorem to find the missing angle of a right triangle only when two angles are given.
No, we just want the equation for it. Pythagoras theorem, yeah, is c
A
squared.
squared plus b squared equals c squared, or c squared plus c squared equals a squared plus b squared.
Very good. So c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared. That is the Pythagoras theorem. Okay.
So if they ask us in the exam, what is it? Put how to get it, or put like
They
it
won't
is
answer that.
how
They
to
won't.
find this.
They won't ask you that. They won't ask you that.
Oh.
They only ask
Could he-
questions on how to apply it. All right. They won't ask you like what is it and da da da. All right. Okay. So let's move on. So it's gonna do. Let me Okay, so let me make this smaller. So let's go ahead and do a question for Pythagoras theorem. So we're gonna say, in each case, find the length of the missing side. In each case, find the length of the missing side. That's the instruction. Using the Pythagoras theorem. And they're not gonna tell you what to use, but I'm gonna tell you to use it. You're supposed to know to use the Pythagoras theorem. You're not gonna say, oh, use the Pythagoras theorem. No. Using the Pythagorean theorem. Okay.
Mr. They talk about so much versions of it.
Give me
for
the
the
name.
topic, they say Pythagoras. I say Pythagorean.
Yeah, it's kind of like possessive, right? It's like a possessive way. It's his theorem, right? Okay, so I would want to do this on another slide, so I want to remove the heading. Where's Sashanik? Sashanik, are you there?
Yeah.
What happened? You want to go join your Junkin away?
No, no, sir.
How many persons know that Junior Junkin is tonight? And yet here we are.
I do.
Oh, my Junior Junkin was March 8th.
Yeah, Junior Junkin is tonight. And yet here we are doing math on a Thursday evening.
Hey, it's
How fun.
Wait, in Nassau?
In New Providence, yes.
Okay.
I'm sure it's true.
All right, you were choose there?
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
life and
Go ahead.
education.
Oh, well, actually, no, my question is like too
Mhm.
soon. I'll wait.
Yeah, yeah, wait. Okay, so let's go ahead and number this thing. So let's say that this is, say this is 6 meters. Oh, someone is smart. Let's say that we have 10 meters. So 10 meters.
Good afternoon, Mr. Petit.
Good evening. And I want to figure out, I'm sorry, no.
Excuse me, should we be writing this?
Yes, you're supposed to be writing this. Let's say this is 8 meters. 8 meters. And I want just to figure out the length of this side right here. By the way, what do we call this side? What do we call the longest side of the rectangle, of the triangle?
Hypotenuse.
We call it the hypotenuse. Very good. So what do we label the hypotenuse? What letter we always use to label hypotenuse?
C.
C.
We always use C to label it. So C equals question mark. So we're gonna use this formula, right? By the way, what is A? A is going to be what?
The opposite?
Could be either one.
It could be either
It could
one.
be either.
Yeah, we're gonna use A for this one, and I'm gonna say B is this one. Okay. So C is equal to
Excuse me, Mr. B.
Yes. Question mark.
When will we be using the geometry set?
When we be using the you have your geometry set as yet?
No, my mommy asking because she gonna get it.
Yes, please tell her to get a geometry set and tell her to get graphing paper. You're gonna be using that. Not next week, because next week we're going on to yeah, I think next week, because we're going on to pie charts next week, and you're gonna need to draw the circle. But actual construction wouldn't happen. We wouldn't start doing construction probably like March. But please, you just need a geometry set, right? You can't just wait, and you need a geometry set for school. So tell her to get that, and tell her to get a graphing paper, graphing book. Those two things are important. All right, everyone should get that, graphing paper and geometry set. Please get that, because when we start doing graphing, we might do that. We might do that next week. But when we start doing graphing, you're gonna need it. Otherwise, you're gonna have to draw the lines. And drawing 10, 18 columns is not fun. 18 columns and 15 rows. That's not fun. So make sure you get your graphing book. The book that has the grids. That's very important.
What's your estimate on how much graphing paper do you think you'll need?
The book is enough. The book is enough. B is equal to what?
Is the book the same thing as the papers?
Yeah, the book, the
Okay,
papers.
I got the papers, I didn't got the book.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. They're the same thing. The papers, the books just have it in one. So B is equal to what? B is equal to 8. So C is the hypotenuse. We do not know what that is. A is 6 meters and B is 8. And so in order to apply the Pythagoras theorem, we're gonna say what? C squared is equal to what?
A squared plus B
squared.
squared.
A squared plus what?
Mr. Petit,
B squared.
Go
I
ahead,
put my
Shavarian.
answer in the chat.
You put your answer in chat already? Wow. Okay, Shavarian. If anyone else want to do that, you could do that. He put his answers at the chat. C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared plus B squared. And so what do we have? We have people are putting their answers at the chat with no units. Wow. Wow. So C squared is going to be, what is A? What is A? A is what?
6.
A is 6. Very good. A is 6. It's going to be 6 squared plus what?
Repeat.
What is B?
A.
What is B?
8 squared.
Yeah, 8. B is what? 8 squared. And so we have C squared is equal to 6 squared plus 8 squared. So C squared, therefore, it's going to be equal to, what is 6 squared? It's going to be what?
6.
6 squared is?
36.
36. Very good. 36. Why is 6 squared 36?
6 times
6 times 6 is 36.
Very good, because 6 times 6 is 36. So 6 squared is 36. Right, 36. Did anyone else get their answer? What y'all get if y'all got your answer? Let me hear y'all.
Plus 64.
10 meters.
Final answer. Final answer.
10 meters.
10 meters. Okay. 10 meters. And then 8 squared is going to be what? What is 8 squared?
64.
8 times 8, which is what?
64.
64. Very good. It's going to be 64. All right. And so we have that C squared. Now we have to add them, right? C squared is equal to what? What is 36 plus 64?
100.
100. 100. And so what do we have? We say that we're gonna take the square root of what? Both sides. So we square root this, and we square root this. So we cancel. So this one cancel with what? That one. And so we say that C is equal to what? What is the square root of 100? The square root of 100.
10.
10.
10.
10.
Very good, 10. The square root of 100 is 10. Do y'all understand how I got this or no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
sir.
Understand? Let me know please
Yes,
if you all
sir.
understand how I got this.
Understand?
I think
Yes,
so.
sir.
I think I get it.
Fantasia, do you understand how I got this? Fantasia. I can't have from Fantasia. Fantasia, do you understand how I got this? Where's Fantasia? Can't have from her for some reason. Aikisha Smith, do you understand how I got this? Aikisha. Can't have from Aikisha either.
Excuse me, Sweetie.
Yes, Antoine.
And we're supposed to put the units or something?
We need to put the units. So
understand.
C is equal to 10 what?
M.
10 meters. Very good. And where is Cameron? You understand how to do this?
yeah,
Cameron,
so
good. And Fantasia, what do you mean your mic is not working? Just yesterday you were speaking. So how come today is not working? Literally just yesterday you were speaking, Fantasia. So I don't understand how your mic is not working today. Lexi, do you understand this? Where's Lexi?
Yes, sir, I understand.
Good. And Sania, oh, do you understand this? Siana or Sania, Bo? Do you understand this, Sania?
Yes, sir, if you're talking.
Yeah, Sania Bo. Is that your name?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and do another one. I'm on a different device, but I'll log off and join on my phone. Yes, please join on your phone because I need to hear you. Okay, let's go on and do another one. All right. So let's say we have this guy. Let's say we have this right here. And let's say we have let's say we have let's say this is 10 meters. Oh boy, I don't know if I want to do that. I want to make it, I want to use two large numbers and then it's like really big. So let's say that we have so we have 5 centimeters. Okay. Let's say that we have 12 centimeters. I want to know what's going to be the length of this missing side. All right. So we have 5 centimeters, we have 12 centimeters, and we have to figure what is the length of this missing side. First of all, what is C?
We don't know yet.
Hypotenuse.
C is the hypotenuse, right? C is the hypotenuse. So that's gonna be equal to that. What are we gonna call A?
Opposite side.
We're gonna call A the
Opposite.
we're gonna label it as 5, right? And then what is B?
Adjacent.
All right, and then we're gonna have B is gonna be what? B is gonna be equal to B is equal to 12, yeah. And so we have that C is equal to question mark, we don't know. We have B is equal to what? 12 centimeters. No, we have to do A first. What am I doing? A is gonna be equal to, A is equal to 5 centimeters. We have B is equal to 12 centimeters. All right, and so what's our formula for the Pythagorean theorem? It's what? C squared. Tell me, it's gonna be what?
S equals
Uh-huh.
A squared plus B squared.
Very good. C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared. And so we have C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared.
I think I get it, but I'm not sure.
Who is that speaking?
Shavari.
Shavari, you think you got your answer? Okay, I see it. I see it in the chat. Aiden Bean, where's the units? Aiden Bean, where's the units? All right, Trinaje or how do you pronounce that? Your name? Trinaje. So we have C squared. Trinaje rule. Trinaje rule. Count that from all. Shemaya, where's Shemaya? So we have C squared is equal to Shemaya, where are you? Where's Shemaya? Count that from Shemaya.
Sorry, my volume, like my stuff keep burning and out.
Oh, I was asking what is A?
A is 5 centimeters.
A is 5 centimeters. Do you understand how to do this, by the way?
Yes, sir.
Okay, 5 squared. And then Chanel Jones, what is B? Chanel Jones, what is B? Where's Chanel?
12
12.
centimeters.
You understand how to do this, these problems, Chanel, or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so tell me what is,
I don't really understand.
who said they don't understand?
Jet.
Jed, okay, no problem. So Chanel, tell me, what are we gonna do with 5 squared? That's gonna be what?
So it'll be 25 plus 144.
Very good. So Jed, what part don't you understand? Have you just arrived or you just so far? You just
Pardon?
reached? You just reached?
Yes, sir.
Or you just arrived?
Yes, sir, I just arrived.
Oh, that's fine. Okay, so basically, what is 5 squared? Jed,
10.
what is, no, 5 squared?
15.
No. What is 5 squared?
25.
5
25.
squared is gonna be 5 times 5, all right? So that's 25. What is 12 squared?
144.
I mean, Jed, what
144.
is 12 squared?
124.
No, 12 squared is 12 times 12. What is 12 times 12?
144.
Jed. There's only one Jed in there. 12 times 12 is what?
144.
144. Very good. 144. So you see that we got 5 squared, which is what, Jed?
25.
Good. Plus
144.
12 squared, which is what?
144.
144. That makes sense?
Yes, sir.
Now we're just gonna add them. So
Okay.
it's gonna be equal to 25 plus 40. 144 is what? We get when we add them, class. Let me add them.
169.
So we got
Nice
12,
idea.
25 plus 144 is gonna be 169. 169. And we're done, right? We're finished.
No.
No, sir.
No, what we have to do?
Get the square.
The square root.
Square root.
Both sides, right? So this, boom, this, and boom. We're going to what? This cancel with what? That. And so we say that C is equal to
13.
the square root of 169, which is what?
13.
13.
13.
13. Yes.
I don't know how to find the square root.
He gave it to Chart yesterday.
I don't
Yeah.
remember.
Yeah, I gave you the chart. Remember these charts?
Oh, we just using the chart. Oh, I thought
Yeah.
I had to use my calculator. I was getting a little confused.
So the chart, you could use the chart 169 is 13. That's how we got it. All right.
I did the working on the side.
Mr. Petit, but we can't carry that in the exam, so that means we have to figure out how to find it on our head, right?
You memorize it like 9 times
Oh
9.
boy,
No, oh boy, just memorize
81.
it.
that's
9 times
plenty
9 is 81.
memorizing.
That's 9 times 9 is 81. Or if you're able, if the exam that you're doing allows you to use a calculator, let me show you how to use a calculator to find it.
They allow us to use calculator in math exam.
There's a button for square root.
There is a button for square root. Okay, so let me show you.
I don't know why. Yesterday I couldn't find it, and for some reason I just find it today.
Yeah, this is a square root symbol. 81 is 9. Right? The square root of 1, what? Who is doing 169? Is what?
Yes, sir.
13. And the square root of 289 is
Okay, I just got it to
17.
work on my calculator.
Yeah. Okay, so you want to memorize them because calculators is sometimes mess up inside the exam. So you wanna.
For real, I have a
Yeah.
scientific calculator, and like I didn't use it, but all what I know is that that thing would give me point something.
Yeah, but if you're in a lower grade, you don't need to be using a calculator. All right, so good. So C is equal to 13. The square root of 169 is 13. Why? Because 13 times 13 is going to be 13 times 13 is 169. All right.
I get that before you said.
You got it? Excellent. So where's Fantasia? Fantasia, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, do you understand how I got 13 centimeters?
Yes, sir.
Explain how I got it, please.
So first you write the C to the power of 2, and you write down the steps.
Mhm.
And after that, you see what numbers that they gave you as A is 5 to the power of 2 and 12 to the power of 2.
Mhm.
And then you say 5 times 5 equals to the power of 2, which will give you 25.
Mhm.
And then 12 times 12 will give you 144.
Mhm.
And after that, you say, you put the C to the power of 2
Mhm.
squared, and
Mhm.
then you knock it out.
Mhm.
And it would equal to whatever number you get when you add up A and B.
Mhm. Mhm.
And then you say, what is the square root of 169, which is 13?
Very good. Very good explanation. Very good explanation, Fantasia. All right, that's what I want y'all to do. Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp again. Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Are we done with writing this down? Let me know, please, if y'all finished writing this down.
No, sir. Yes, sir.
Where's Philip? Philip, can you hear me? Where's Philip? Philip, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Philip, where's your notes? Have you been sending me the notes?
No, sir.
Philip, you need to take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. What have you been doing then if you haven't been sending me the notes?
I wrote them down, I just wasn't sending them.
You have
I'm
to
also
send-
in class.
Most of the classes what?
I wasn't there.
Okay, so you need to take a picture of your work and send them to me via WhatsApp. Do you have my number?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you have access to a phone?
Yes, sir.
So take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. That goes for everyone, please. Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Nevaeh, can you hear me? Where's Nevaeh?
Mr.
Nevaeh?
D,
Yes.
I don't send the work on WhatsApp.
Who's that speaking? Lexi.
Lexi.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Nevaeh, are you
Yes, sir.
focusing or are you just doing your own thing?
I'm focusing.
So where's the notes?
Next step, she went away. Like I can't send them.
So when you come to class on Sunday, I guess we able to see the notes.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand how we got these answers or no?
Something like that. I was trying to.
Something like that? What you mean? What part don't you understand?
From the third species.
Okay, so we say that c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared. All right, what is a?
5 centimeters.
Good. So we put 5 here. What is b?
12
What is
centimeters.
b is 12. Very good. So we're gonna say 5 squared. What is 5 squared? 5 squared is what?
25.
Why is that?
Because you divide or find it.
No. 5 squared means 5 times 5. That's how we get 25.
Oh,
That makes
yeah.
sense? That makes
That's
sense?
all.
And then 12 squared. What is 12 squared?
12 times 12.
Good, which is what?
12 to 144.
Good. So now we say we have c squared is equal to 25 plus 144. What is 25 plus 144? That gives us what?
169. We do
169.
something like this before.
169, yes. We literally did this yesterday. Then we take the square root of both sides. We cancel off the square with the square root. Then we say the square root of 169 is 13. And this is because 13 times 13 gives us 169. That's how we got c is equal to 13. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, sir.
Good. The rest of y'all, does this make sense to you? Let me know, please.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Good. So take a picture of your work and send to me via WhatsApp. If you understand how to do this, put I inside the chat. If you understand how to do it, put I in the chat. If you do not understand, put N. But if you do understand, put I. If you do not understand, put N. Okay. Thank you, Kyla. Thank you, Kyla, Joelle Sweeting, Kanan, Fantasia, Ralph, Durante, and company. Those are the people who send me their work via WhatsApp. I have not seen a Johnny's work.
I sent mine.
Stressing me out.
Where's a Johnny?
I sent mine.
Okay, thank you. Where's a Johnny?
Yes, sir.
You need to take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp because I don't see it. You understand me? So take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. All right.
Yes.
Good.
Excuse me, Mr. Boutique.
Go ahead.
I just have a question. When do you have like Sunday? Where do you have like Sunday classes?
Where do I have you in New Providence or Farm Island?
Pardon me?
Are you in New Providence or Farm Island?
New Providence.
Okay. Tell your mother to message me so I can send the location. So you could come on Sunday, all right?
Okay.
It's not okay. It's either yes or no, so.
Yes, sir.
Good. So you could be able to come on Sunday and participate and be a part of it. Okay, let's move on to the next section of this we have to do. So hopefully we understand how to do this. What I want to do is I want to do this. So I want us to basically I want us to do this one. This is a good one to do. So I want us to look at the most dreaded topic in math, at least for a lot of students. Some students don't like it, other people love it. My brothers love fractions. You just love fractions.
No, sir. No, sir.
I love fractions.
A little bit.
Love fractions. So we're gonna do this first example. So section 2. So our first section was Pythagoras theorem, but section 2 is going to be dealing with section 2. Arithmetic. With fractions. arithmetic with fractions. So we're gonna be doing arithmetic with fractions. You have to stay with me and understand what's exactly what's happening, because they like to bring this in your exam and you have to be prepared for it. So first thing we're gonna do is we're going to write down the question. So the question states the following. We want to let me lay this out. Give me a good layout of this. Good. So we're gonna find the value. Find the value of the following numerical expression. Find the value of the following numerical expression. Right, find the value of the following numerical expression. Okay. And so we have number one. So let's say I have open bracket. So I have 7/8 plus 1/4. 1/4 plus bracket. I need to make this thing smaller. It's too wide. Plus 1/4. Multiplied by 1/5 over 11. It's not written properly. Let's say 1/5 over 11. All right. How many persons know how to do this? You know exactly how to do this.
I do.
I might be cooked on this one.
I do.
That might be.
I think so.
I
Because we've
think
been
so.
doing
You think so?
fractions
I think you
across
do.
recently.
Oh no, wait.
I cooked
Is
them
it
in.
is it like PEMDAS where you like do the brackets?
PEMDAS. What
It's
is PEMDAS?
PEMDAS.
What is PEMDAS?
PEMDAS.
I
PEMDAS. I said
PEMDAS or
I
PEMDAS.
never heard of PEMDAS. Anyone ever heard of PEMDAS? I never heard of PEMDAS.
Palm,
right.
this is previous, my dear. I'm sorry.
No, there's no such thing as PEMDAS. 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 All right. So, all right. So for those of you ready, who think you already know how to answer this question, you go ahead and answer. Oh yeah.
I can't say it properly. Damn.
Yeah, give me a moment. Come on, Kanan, you can at least say it just in the thing. Come on. What happened to you? All right, so let's go ahead and so what we're gonna do for this? It's gonna be our strategy. How are we gonna
Do brackets first.
do the brackets first? I think that makes sense.
But you have to
Aiden?
find the greatest common factor between the 8 and the 4.
No, that's not true.
Oh.
That's not true.
You add 8 and 4.
You add 8 and 4, so it's just gonna be 8 plus 4, which gives us 12. Right? And then 7 plus 1, which gives us 8. That's how we're gonna do it?
Yeah, so
Yes?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No?
See, Donna, you are fractions.
yeah, so
That's what he told me to do. I just follow what he said.
Change the quarter into eights.
Change all them to 8s.
Yes, sir.
So
You have to find you have to find a like denominator.
we have to find
Yeah.
like denominators. Okay, that's better. So it sounds like you're telling me I need to find the LCM. Right?
Yes, sir.
So let's find the
H something highest common factor.
it's not the highest common factor. Please don't tell them I taught you. It's the lowest common multiple.
common factor LCM.
The lowest
When
common
they say you
multiple of
teach
what?
me, I can scream your name.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. lowest common multiple of 8 and 4. So you're gonna find that, right? So what are the multiples of 8?
8.
8,
Gonna be
16, 24,
8,
32,
You don't even need all that.
16, 24.
Mr. Petit, if you say lowest, why you pass 8?
We don't know what it is yet. We just have to iterate it. We don't know what it is.
We didn't get to 4 yet, though.
24, 32. And we continue. You just want to do enough because initially, I mean, we know it's 8. Like all of us know the answer is 8, but you want to get in the habit of, because if I give you a different question, it ain't gonna be the immediate one. Okay. So I just want to show that you continue. All right, then we have to do the multiples of what? 4. What are the multiples of 4 that we have? Without looking at the back of the book. Come on now. Don't look in the back of the book. It's gonna be what?
4.
I don't have it in the back of my book.
8.
You have in the back?
4, 8, 12,
12,
16,
4,
24,
8,
24, 30.
4, 8, 12. Why has someone say 15?
Factors too.
Why say someone say 15? Say 15.
16, not 15.
Someone say 27. 4, 8, 12. 16.
You can find them with factors too.
You can.
You have to understand.
You can. All right, so, okay. What is the lowest common multiple of 8 and 4? What is common in both 8 and 4? That's the lowest one.
8.
8. So clearly 8 is the lowest common multiple. Therefore, we have 8. Right? So 8 is the lowest common multiple. Let me actually make that very clear. So the lowest common multiple, the LCM of 8 and for the LCM, it's going to be LCM of 8 and 4. Of
I
8
get my answer.
and 4 is going to be what? Oof, it's terrible writing. It's going to be what? It's going to be 8, right? So that means what we have to do, we have to say, okay, well, please tell me what, when I multiply, right? When I multiply, I want you to tell me. So remember that means that now our goal is to make these denominators the same, okay? We have to make these denominators the same. So what do? We have to figure out
Denominators.
Yeah, what times 8 gives me 8, right? What times 8 gives me 8? That's gonna be what?
8 times 1.
8 times 1 gives me 8. Very good. And whatever we do to the bottom, we must do to the
top.
to the top as well. Very good. What times 4 gives me 8?
2.
2. Very good. 2. So multiply this by 2 as well. And so we say 7 times 1 is what?
8.
7 times 1 is?
7.
7.
Make 7. Oh, shoot.
7.
I'm looking at the plus sign.
Yeah. 8 times 1 is what? 8.
8.
Plus. Or all over. 1 times 1 is, sorry, 1 times 2 is what?
2.
2. 4
2.
times 2 is what?
8.
8. Very good. We close this. We close
Wait,
this.
now I remember. So you just suppose if both denominators are the same, then they stay the same. So you add 7 plus 2, that gives you 9. So
Very
you'll
good.
be left with 8 over 9.
Yeah, very good. Oh, there's something we have to do with this. What could we do to this guy?
Whoops, I forget about
We're
that.
going to
turn it into a proper fraction.
Turn it into a improper fraction or a proper?
Improper.
A proper fraction or improper fraction?
Improper fraction, sorry.
Sashanik. That's that Junior John Canoe, man.
It's
That's
verb.
That's that Junior John Canoe. I can see with the cowbells now. All right. Good. So what we gonna do now? We say what? 1 times. What we gonna do? We're gonna multiply the 1 and 11 and add 5, right? So 1 times 11 is what?
11,
Plus 5 is what?
16,
16. So it's gonna be 16 over what?
11.
16 over 11. Over 11. Does that make sense to you all? I need to repeat how I got this converted. Do you all know how to do that? Or
Repeat that one.
repeat
I
that?
was a little confused.
Repeat that. So I
Yes, sir.
say
Yes,
1
sir.
times 11 is 11, right? Plus 5. So I multiply the denominator and the whole number and I add 5. So we say 1 times 11, which is 11. And we're going to do 11 plus 5. And 11 plus 5 is 16. And then we keep the denominator the same. Okay, does that make sense or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I mean, the person who had a question, Javed. How about you, Nathan? Does that
Yes,
make
sir.
sense or no?
Yeah, I understand now.
Who was yeah?
Pardon me. Yes, sir.
Good. So we say,
Mr. Patil, may I please excuse me?
yes, we can. So we have 7 over 8 and we have 2 over 8. We have to add them, don't we? So we're gonna say 7 plus 2, which gives us what?
9,
9. It's gonna be 9 over what?
8.
9 over 8. Multiplied by. We just bring down
16
the.
over
We just bring
11.
down the 6. Yeah, wait. So then multiply by what? 16 over what?
11.
16 over 11. Right. 16 over 11. So how do we multiply fractions? Do you all know how to multiply fractions? Do you all know
So
how to
you say 9 times 16?
We say 9 times 16. So only Tiffany know how to multiply fractions. The rest of you, do y'all know how to multiply fractions?
Oh,
Yes,
yes.
sir.
So how do we multiply fractions? What we do?
We have to first find out the bottom, and then after we find out the bottom, we multiply.
No. Just multiply straight
Um,
across.
You could before you do it,
I don't want to
I think
cancel.
you
I don't want to cancel. I mean, you could do 8 and 16. Next we have what? 9 times 16.
Times 16 is 144.
144. Let's verify that. So 9 times 16 is going to be 9 times 16. 16 times 9. And then we also have to multiply 11 times 8. You should know that over our head though.
Yeah.
11 times 8 is simple. What is 11 times 8, class?
88.
Yes, sir. 88.
88, very good.
88, yes, sir.
8 times 1 is 8. And then 8 times 1 is 8 again. Good.
88.
Good. 9 times 6 is what? What is 9 times 6?
54.
54. Put the 4 down. Put the 5 up.
Carry the 5.
9 times 1 is what?
Excuse me, Mr.
9
9 plus 5.
14.
14.
There we go. Good. Yes, Sashanik.
Why is for the third part, why is it 9 over 8, not 9 over 6?
Why is that 9 over 16?
Yes, sir.
That's a good question. Anyone want to answer that for? Why isn't it not 9 over 16?
Because you add the bracket set first, and then you bring down the 16 over 11.
She's saying, wait, why is the denominator 16 and not, so why is the denominator 8 and not 16?
Because add up
because then you get like denominators, you don't have to like add them anymore.
Say it again, Janaya.
Once you get a like denominators, you wouldn't have to add them anymore.
Very good. So once you get like denominators, that's the goal, right? To get like denominators. Once you get like denominators, you do not add them.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, thank you, Janaya. You don't add them, it just stays the same. Yes, Travanti.
Can I use the restroom, please?
Yes, you can. Okay, so we have 9 times 16, which gives us what? And then this
120.
is- give us what?
128.
Oh my goodness. 9 times 16. Are you here?
Oh, my bad. That I must think that was 8.
144.
Are you in the Bahamas or are you in what? Like New York or something? 9 times 16 is what? 144 all over what?
88.
8 times 11 is what?
88.
88. You know, like how when you're distracted and then the teacher asks you a question and you don't know what to say, you just say, I don't know, 84. It's not. That time be dead wrong. That's how you sound, Lamar. Pay attention. So 144.
But don't lie though.
144.
8 times 16 is 128.
We're not multiplying 8 times 16. Multiplying 9 times 16. Look at the arrows.
Yeah, I was thinking that was 8. You see?
Okay, so what we gonna do here? We have to do what?
Simplify.
Simplify. What y'all answers are? What y'all are for y'all answers? What y'all are for y'all final answer?
18 over 11.
18 over 11? No. What is the final answer? No one know the final answer? Or y'all scared to say what y'all have? Because Devana have an answer and she ain't saying nothing.
4 over 11.
Because I find out it wrong.
You found it wrong?
I believe.
You believe? Kanan have an answer and he wouldn't say it.
Must be done. I know.
My answer is
18 over 11.
This is fractions, people. This is
18
not
over
difficult.
11.
My answer inside the chat. Vincent,
What is your
Beverly,
answer? What is your answer?
Find the height.
18
Sorry,
over
the
common.
answer that I got was
I
1
did it.
and 7/11.
That's what I did get to.
That's what you got? Anyone got 1 and 7 of 11?
Me.
Savannah, Empress. Okay. How you get that though? 1 and 7
I
of
got
11.
18 over 11.
18 over 11. 18 over. Why would you? How you got 18 over 11? I don't understand.
Because when I
Oh.
first
Counted the
I got
Oh.
Oh,
6
you
over
didn't see it. Yeah.
You
Then I did
simplify.
it again.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's what I did.
I say you simplify it first.
Yeah.
That's a smart move. I wouldn't simplify it first. I would
I crossed it out first too with the 8 and 16.
yeah, I would divide. I'm sorry, I would divide.
That's what I did. I divided first by 4, and then I got 36 over 22, and I say it could go lower.
No, you're simplifying the fraction. I'm saying I'm
Huh?
not going to simplify the fraction. I am going to divide it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to say 88.
That's what I was doing too.
I'm just going to say 88 into what?
Into 144.
Into 144. Okay.
Okay.
How many times does 88 go into 144? Only one
Once.
time. Only one
One
time.
time.
One time. 88 times 1 is what?
88.
88. And then we subtract. 4 minus 8 is what?
Can't
Oh,
go
Can't do it, right? So we have to borrow. It's gonna be what? It's gonna be what? 3? 3, yeah. This is 1. So we have 14 minus 8. It's gonna be what? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's gonna be what? 6? 6, yeah, 6. And then 3 minus 8, we can't do that, right? So what we have to do? We have to do... We can't do 3 minus 8, so we have to do what? We have to borrow again, right? 0. And it's going to be 13. 13 minus 8 is what? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13?
5.
5. And so let me show you all a trick. Some of y'all may know it already. Others may be new to it. The 1 is the what?
Whole number.
The 1 is the whole number. Very good. The 56 is the what? The numerator. The numerator, yeah. And the 88 is the what?
Denominator.
Is the denominator. Okay. And so what does that mean for us? Well, that means that B is going to be 1 as the whole number, right? Like I said, 1 is the whole number. And then n is what?
56 is the numerator.
56 is the numerator. Very good. 56 is the numerator. All over
88.
88, which is the
Denominator.
denominator. Very good. And so we have 1 and 56 over 88. And that's how we convert it from a whole number. I mean, sorry, from a, should I say, from a improper fraction into a mixed number. Now, the problem is we still could simplify this because 56 and 88 can be simplified. What number can go into both of them? What number can go into both?
3 and
What number can go into both 56 and 88?
8.
Who said 8?
Janaya.
Smart girl. 8 can go into both of them. So 56 divided by 8, 88 divided by 8. And so our answer is going to be equal to what? And so we have 1 and what? 1 and what? 56 divided by 8 is going to be what? 7 all over what?
11.
88 divided by 8, which is what?
11.
11. 11.
7 over 11.
And so the answer is 1 and 7 over 11. Anyone had this before me? Anyone had this before me? Laura? On your Laura? No one else?
I got 1 second before you.
1 second. Yes.
What if I reduce the 8 by 1 and reduce the 16 by 2? I get 18 over 11 and I get 1 and 7 over 11.
That's fine too. You could reduce it doubly. Yeah, that's fine. Once your final answer is 1 and 7 over 11. All right. Question: do we understand how I did this? Let me know, please, if you understand this.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Petit, can we do like 5 more of these?
Aha, say 5 more.
Yes, sir. I did not.
Fraction is probably why I flunked high school.
5 more examples?
See, Mr.
It
Petit?
ain't that bad, right?
Yes, sir, it is.
Oh my.
I did it in summer school, that's how I remember it.
That's good.
Like I said, I got confused, like the last part, the
last
first
part.
part. I got that part.
Yeah.
At the last part.
Good. Is there anyone else who do not understand? This here's what I'm gonna do. Put an I inside the chat if you do not understand. Put an I inside the chat if you understand. Put an N if you do not understand. Again, put an I in the chat if you understand. Put an N if you do not. If you do not understand. Who think they need another example? Think you need another example? Maybe you need another example.
I do.
I do. Yes.
I do.
Okay. Good. Where is Akira? Akira, are you there?
Yes, sir.
What are the multiples of 8? The multiples of 8 are what? Right there.
Excuse me?
What are the multiples of 8?
8, 16, 24, 32.
And so on, right? What are the multiples of 4?
4, 8, 12, 16.
And so on, right? So what is the lowest common multiple?
8.
8, very good. And so that means that we need to make sure that this 8 and this 4 are going to turn into 8. So we need to make sure that these denominators are like denominators because we cannot add or subtract unlike denominators. You understand that? Akira? There's Akira.
Yes, sir.
You understand that we can't add unlike denominators. So we have to make sure that both denominators are 8. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
So what times 8 gives me 8?
Same as with the
1.
1, very good. Whatever we do to the bottom, we must do to the top. What is 7 times 1?
7.
I mean Akira.
Oh.
Akira, what is 7 times 1?
7.
Very good. What times 4 gives me 8?
2.
Good. So 4 times 2 is 8. Whatever we do to the bottom must to the top. So what is 1 times 2?
2.
2. Very good. And we add the 7 plus the 2, and that gives us what?
9.
9. Do we add the 8, or we just leave it as that as 8?
Leave it as 8.
We leave it as 8 because when you're adding fractions that are like, you just leave the denominator the same. Next, we have to convert this mixed number into improper fraction. So we say 1 times 11, which is 11, and 11 plus 5 gives us what? What is 11 plus 5, Akira?
16.
Good, so we have 16, and we keep the 11 at the bottom. Okay, so we have 9 over 8 multiplied by 16 over 11. Class, what is 9 times 16? That's going to give us what? 9 times 16, that's what?
144.
144, very good. And then 8 times 11 gives us what?
88.
88. So our answer is 144 over 88. Once you reach here, you are basically almost done. The only thing that you need to do is you need to convert this improper fraction into a mixed number. And we're going to do that by dividing. And so we say that 88 divided by 144. How many times does 88 go into 144?
Once.
1 time, right? So 88 times 1 gives us what? 88, right? And 144 minus 88 is 56.
56.
The 1 becomes the what? The 1 is the
Oh no.
whole number. The n is the
Numerator.
and the d is the
Denominator.
denominator. And so we have 1, which is the whole number, 56, which is the numerator, and 88, which is the denominator. And then we simply divide. We say 56 divided by 8, which gives us 7, and 88 divided by 8 is 11. And so we have 1 and 7 over 11. And that's how we get our answer. Yes, we can. And that's how we get our answer. 1 and 7 over 11. Go ahead.
So do you have to convert it to a mixed fraction?
You have to
Can't
convert
just
it into
improper?
you have to convert it into a mixed fraction. You
Okay.
have to convert it into a mixed fraction. Don't leave your answer as an improper fraction. What happened? You scared to convert it?
Don't say just asking, because just to simplify it to improper, just I don't know, just something we're used to.
I mean, it's not wrong, but I want us to convert it into a mixed number. If you have a simplified improper fraction, I don't think they would mark that wrong. But you want to convert it into a mixed number. That's how it's properly written. All right?
What if you were to convert it to decimals?
Or you can convert it to a decimal. This written as a decimal might be a long decimal. What is 7 over 11? As a
I think
decimal.
the answer was 16 point something, 16 point something.
Oh, that's a
I
long.
got 636,875.
It's actually 63636363636 and continuing. It's like a recurring thing.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit, did you see my message?
Yes, I did. That's fine.
Okay. Good night.
Good night. Okay, so all right, so we got this. Good. Have you all taken this down? Have you already written this down? Let me know, please.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mr. Petit,
Yes, sir.
is there like can you like write out somehow like the different steps to get to the answer? Because I think that's what is make me like nervous is that I can't remember. It's like a lot of steps, and like I can't remember what steps to do. So I
Okay.
started writing the side like find the LCM
Yeah.
for the denominator,
Yeah.
and then then I forget everything else after that.
Okay, so let's do another one. Maybe another one would help you. Okay, but I need everyone to take a picture of their work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Yes, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Some people are still not sending in their work. Dior Smith.
May I use the bathroom, please?
Yes, we can. Dior Smith.
Thank you.
Where's Dior Smith? Dior Smith, are you there? Where's Dior Smith? Can't hear from Dior. Jemiah. Where's Jemiah?
Yes, sir.
Are you taking a picture of your work and sending it to me via WhatsApp?
Yes, sir.
Really? Let me see if I see it. Jemiah, I don't see your notes. What phone are you using?
I send it on my mommy phone now.
Oh, your mommy phone. Okay, I see it. And Jaden Seymour. Where's Jaden?
Yes, sir.
Have you taken a picture of your work and sent it to me via WhatsApp?
Yes, sir. It should be there.
Okay. Where's Philip? Philip? Where's Philip? I can't hear from Philip. Philip in and out. Philip, are you there? Where's Philip? Micah Cambridge, can you hear me? Where's Micah?
Oh, yes, sir, I can.
Have you taken a picture of your work and sent it to me via WhatsApp?
I'm taking a picture right now.
Good. Aiden Gray, you ready sending your work?
I'm gonna send it after.
Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp.
I don't have my device right now. I'm only on computer right now.
Okay. Where's Zion Davis? That's a good name. Zion Davis,
Yes, sir.
where's your work?
I sent it.
Ready sent it? Okay, good. And Wyatt, are you
sir.
there?
Yes,
Have
sir.
you taken a picture of your work and sent it to me via WhatsApp?
No, sir. Let's do it now. I sent the first one in. Did you see that
Okay.
one?
Oh, I didn't see it. All right, let's go ahead and do another one. I don't even think D'Angelo is there. D'Angelo, are you there? Where's D'Angelo? All right. All right, let's go on. All right, let's go ahead and do another example. Oh, let me take a screenshot of this. And I think we need a screenshot of this for my thingy. Otherwise, it's not cooperating with us, so we're just gonna do this. All right. Let's start. Okay, moving right along. All right, so let's do another example. It's example number 2. Example number 2. This is good practice, especially for those who are doing dealing with fractions, something that you have to be very familiar with in your exam. Very familiar with. Be very familiar with your fractions, how to use fractions, operate with fractions. Someone here is Zoom user. If you are here and you're a Zoom user, please, if it says Zoom user for you, what I want you to do is put your name in the chat, because I'm not gonna open up the chat if your name is Zoom user. So what I want you to do, if it's saying Zoom user for you, please go ahead and put your name. So someone has Zoom user, and I don't know what that is. All right, so make sure that you, if it's saying Zoom user, please put your name inside the chat so I can know it's you. All right. Okay, so let's do another example based on this. So last time we got 1 and 7 of 11. So in general, what we want to do is we want to we want to make sure that we change our answer from an improper fraction. Sorry, from an improper fraction into a mixed number. That's what we want to do. Change our answer from improper fraction into a mixed number. Let's do this next one. Let's say we have, say, let's do this one. Okay, good. All right. So our instructions are the same. We just want to find the value of the numerical expression below. And it's just like, this is just like PEMDAS, but it's like PEMDAS with fractions, arithmetic with fractions, okay? Nothing to be afraid of, all right? Only math. All right, so this one I'm gonna put inside the chat. If you know how to do it, if you think you know how to do it, you could go right ahead and answer it. You don't have to wait on me. But I'm gonna say, okay, let's say 5 over 6 plus 2 over 3. 2 over 3 close bracket multiplied by 1, right? 1 and 4 over 9. So what do we have? We have 5 over 6 plus 2 over 3 multiplied by 1 and 4 over 9. What is my objective? What's my first thing I'm going to do? What is the first thing that I'm going to do?
Find the LCM.
Find the LCM. Find the lowest common multiple of what?
6 and 3.
Of 6 and 3. So basically what really happened there, right, is I have 5 over 6 and I have 2 over 3. The thing is, I want to add these fractions, but I am faced with a problem. What is that problem? That problem is what?
Unlike the denominators are they're not the same.
Very good. The denominators are unlike. And so since the denominators are unlike, I still want to add these fractions because I need to do the parentheses first. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to change these two denominators such that they would be the same. And so in order to do that, I need to figure out what is the LCM. And so we're going to go ahead and determine what is the LCM. So we're going to figure out what's the LCM of the denominators. The LCM of 6 and 3. What are the multiples of 6? Can someone tell me the multiples of 6, please?
6, 12.
6, 12. What else?
18.
18. Very good. What else?
24.
24. What else?
30.
30, and the list goes on, right? List goes on. Boom, boom, boom. What are multiples of?
I get my answer.
What are multiples of 3?
1.
The multiples of 3.
3.
6. Yeah. 9. 12.
15.
And the list goes on, right? 3, 6, 9, 12. And the list goes on. Okay. So that means that the lowest common multiple of 6 and 3 is going to be what?
12.
6.
Not 12. Even though 12 is common, we want the lowest common multiple. Okay. Even though 12 is common, we want the lowest common multiple. It's going to be what? It's going to be
6.
6. Kanan, are you taking the exam? Did I get sorted out?
I believe I believe it's still just getting sorted out
Okay.
from what I know so far.
What you know so far? Okay. So 6 and 3. So the lowest common multiple of 6 and 3 is going to be equal to what? What is the lowest common multiple of 6 and 3?
6.
6, very good. Ajani, where's Ajani? Ajani, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Where's your notes? Have you sent in your notes, Ajani? Ajani, have you sent in your notes? And there he goes hiding.
I don't,
Ajani,
sir.
Ajani, you have to take a picture of your notes and send them to me via WhatsApp and stop doing all other things except your work. You have to do your work, Ajani. You have to do your work. All right, so next, what we're gonna do, we know that the lowest common multiple of 6 and 3 is 6. So we say what times 6 gives us 6, and the answer would be what?
1.
Very good. 6 times 1 gives us 6. And what times, well, whatever we do the bottom, must we do the top. So 6 times 1, 5 times 1. And then we go here. What times 3 gives us 6?
2.
2, very good. Whatever we do the bottom, we must do to the top as well. And so we have, let's go ahead. 5 times 1 is going to be what? 5 all over. 6 times 1 is going to be what? 6. It's going to be equal to plus 2 times 2 is going to be what?
4.
4 all over. 3 times 2 is going to be what? 3 times 2 is 6. Good. We're going to keep this in the thing. Multiplied by, what we're going to do to this mixed number, we're going to change it into an improper fraction. How are we going to do that?
2 times 9 by 1, and then
Multiply 9 times
you
1.
add
Then I add what?
4.
I add 4. Very good. And so we have 1 times 9 is what? 1 times 9 is what? 9 plus 4 is what?
13.
13. So it's going to be 13 over what? 13
9.
over 13 over 9. Very good. And so we have 13 over 9. So we have 5 over 6 plus 4 over 6 multiplied by 13 over 9. What are we going to do at this point? It'll be equal to what?
Add the 2 numerators.
Add the 2 numerators.
And
5
keep
plus,
the denominator.
very good. 5 plus 4 is going to be what?
9.
9, very good. All over?
6.
All over 6. Multiplied by 13 over 9. Very good. Next, we have, what are we going to do at this point? Multiply 9 times 13 and multiply 6 times 9. Oh, it's easy. I don't know if y'all see it, but you could just cancel the 2 9s. Okay, but we can do it the long way. So 13 multiplied by, so 9 multiplied by 13, right?
Mr. Petit, can you also show us the shortcut, please?
We can do it this way. 9 times 3 is what?
27.
27. Put the 7 down. Put the what? 2 above.
32.
9 times 1 is 9 plus 2 is what?
11.
11. Very good. Then we have 6 times 9. We know what 6 times 9 is. What is 6 times 9?
54.
54.
54. Very good. 54. 54. And so what we have it's going to be equal to 9 times 13, which gives us what?
117.
117, yes. All over
54.
6 times 9, which is what?
54.
54. Very good. So I have 117 over 54. And what can I do at this point? I want to do
The
what?
advantage.
Okay, this is a good question. Someone said, but 6 plus 6 is 12. This is a very good question. Do we add the denominators? Do we add the
No,
denominators?
they the same.
No,
No,
sir.
they the
No, we
same.
do not add the denominators. All right, so don't add denominators. Just keep, since they're the same denominators, keep them the same. And so it's gonna be 5 plus 4, which is 9, 9 over 6. So you have 9 over 6 multiplied by 13 over 9, which gives us 117 over 54. Now what we have to do is we have to divide. So we're gonna divide here. I'm gonna say, how many times does 54 go into what?
117 two times.
117. So how many times does 54 go into 117? 117. It doesn't go in it 1 times because
Two times.
it'll still
Two
be a
times.
lot, so it's gonna be twice. 54 times 2 is what?
108.
108.
54 times 2. 2 times 4 is, let me do this like a thought bubble. Good. So 2 times 4 is
8.
8, and 2 times 5 is
10.
10. Very good. So 54 times 2 is what?
108.
108. Very good. 108. 108. So we have 117 minus 108. 7 minus 8, but we can't do that, eh? It's gonna be 17. 17 minus 8 is
9.
9. 0 minus 0 is 0. 1 minus 1 is 1. And so now we're gonna convert this into a mixed number. So it's gonna be what? What's the whole number?
2.
2 is the whole number. What's the numerator?
9.
9. What's the denominator?
54.
Denominator is 54. Very good. And so it's gonna be equal to, what is the whole number?
2.
2. Very good. The whole number is 2. What is the numerator?
9.
9. 9. And what's the denominator?
54.
54. Very good. So we have 2 and 9 over 54, and that's it, right? We're done.
No, sir.
Oh, so
No.
you could by that.
I can simplify it.
Yes, sir.
What could I use?
9.
9.
9. 9. So tell me I could simple. I could So I have to divide what?
9 into itself goes once.
Yeah, 9 itself goes once. And 54 divided by 9
goes 6 times.
It's gonna be equal to. And so we have
2 and 1 6.
2. 9 divided by 9 is
1.
1. 54 divided by 9 is
6.
6. So it's gonna be 2 and 1 over 6. Did anyone get that? Did anyone get that before me? Anyone got that?
I did.
I did.
Aaliyah?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, good. Put an I inside the chat if you
Aaliyah.
understand. Aaliyah. Put an I inside the chat if you understand how to do it. Put an N if you do not understand. Put an I in the chat if you understand. Put an N if you do not understand. Again, put an I inside the chat if you understand. Put an N if you do not understand. Okay. Some people are not responding. I need to know if you all understand how to do this. By the way, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp again. Take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. All right. Good. Wyatt, you can't send your photos disappearing. If you send your photos disappearing, then it's gonna disappear after I see it, and I need to have them. So don't send your photos disappearing. All right. What's her name? Genesis wants us to write out the steps. So let's go ahead and write out the steps for her. Let me go ahead and. So for those of you who need the steps, here are the steps. The first thing we have to do is we have to find the lowest common multiple. The second thing we have to do is we have to make, make the denominators of the fractions the same. The third thing we have to do is we have to add the fractions in the bracket, in the parentheses. No, we want to convert the mixed number into an improper fraction. Then we want to add number 4. We want to add the fractions in parentheses. And you want to, number 5, then you want to, number 5, you want to, what else we did? Multiply the 2 fractions. Then you want to find you want to change the improper fraction into a mixed number and simplify where possible. So if you want the written note steps, these are the written note steps. All right. Let me see if I could fit it on this.
Excuse me, Mr. My audio they cut out. You writing that down?
You don't have to write it down. I think Genesis wanted it, so she could write it down.
I writing everything down.
So take a picture of it because we have to move on to the great exercise. But take a picture of it. Genesis.
I got it.
Got it?
Thank
Okay.
you.
This is for anyone else who needed it as well.
It'll be inside of my inventory for years.
For years to come. Okay, good. Let me put this here. Let me move this. Okay, good. Now we did that. Let me clear all drawings. And then can I clear all drawings? Yeah, clear all drawings. And then okay, good. Okay, good. Okay, let's move on to the graded exercise. Graded exercise number 1 is our first grade exercise. Whoa. And it's almost 8 o'clock. And we ain't even do no quiz yet. Wow. All right. So let's go ahead and do this grade exercise. So the instructions is very clear for these ones. You want to find the numerical expressions. Find the value of the numerical expressions. Okay. I only can give you all 3. So let me move this. Boom, boom, boom. I could keep this. Let's do this. Just 3 of them. for y'all to tackle. Quickly tackle them, please. If you need any help, let me know. If you understand what to do. So the first thing we're gonna do is number 1. We have 3 over 4 plus 1 over 2 multiplied by 1 and 3 over 7. And we have 5 over 9 plus 2 over 3 multiplied by 1 and 5 over 8. We have 4 over 5 plus 3 over 4 multiplied by 1 and 2 over 9. All right, and that's what we have right there. All right. Okay. Trinasia Rule, are you there? Where's Trinasia Rule? Trinasia Rule.
I read it out.
Okay, have you sent me your notes for today?
Yes, sir, I sent it.
Okay, good.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Sayana Scron, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Have you sent in your notes for today?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and Rashid Wilson, do you understand what to do for this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. And Randolph Bethel, where's Randolph Bethel?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Randolph, do you understand how to do this?
Yes, sir.
So let me ask you a question. Where's your notes?
I was gonna send them to you now.
But you always say that every night. How about the notes from yesterday?
I sent them to you.
Using whose phone? What's the number?
They're on the phone I using now, but I was send them to you with.
What's the number? What's the number?
Um, 819-1648.
Yeah, I don't see in. Oh, I see yesterday's notes. I need to see today's notes now. All right.
Okay. I was still writing that, so I just send them. But when I finish them, I just send them.
Yes, you need to send your notes. Philip, where's Philip? Where's Philip?
Yes, sir.
Philip, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Where's your notes?
Um,
Already sent them to me?
I'm sending them now.
Okay. And Owen Hannah, where's Owen Hannah? Owen Hannah, can you hear me? Where's Owen? Owen, are you there? I can't hear from Owen. If you're not going to speak in the class, why are you here? It doesn't make sense. If you're not gonna pay attention and listen, then why are you here? You have to call, you have to answer when you are called. Owen, what happened to your mic? You have to speak into the mic. The mic ain't working. Yeah, right. But your mic is not working. You'll always get some trick up this, obviously. If my mic ain't working, this ain't this. Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
I actually just noticed that my headphones had a mute mode on this.
Jude, sorry, I said Jude. Jed Monroe. Jed Monroe.
Yes, sir.
What number you on?
I on number 1.
You understand what to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Excuse me, Speed. I have to leave and join back. My audio keep cutting out.
Okay, no problem. And Isaiah Brown, what number you on?
I'm on number 2.
Number 2, that's good. And Durante Smith, do you understand what you're doing? Durante.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, good. And Caleb, you understand what you're doing?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Caleb, you didn't stay back for the thing I said that you're supposed to stay back for yesterday.
I send you the quiz, the grades.
No, that wasn't that day. I mean yesterday.
Yesterday I was in a class.
Oh, yes.
Because I had YP meeting.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and Aiden, where's Aiden? Aiden Gray, what number you on?
I'm on number 2.
You want number what?
2.
Number 2. And
Excuse me, Mr. Petit.
go ahead, Ariana.
I'm stuck with the part where I've already found the lowest common multiple, and then I already did the calculations for that. I'm on number 1, by the way.
Okay. We're number 1.
Hello?
Yeah, ma'am. You can hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. Hello, can you all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. Ariana, can you hear me?
Hello?
Yes, can you hear me? Ariana, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. My audio disconnected. My Wi-Fi over here is not the stablest.
Okay, good.
Um,
So
I'm just stuck on what I'm supposed to do with the mixed fraction that's already there, number 1.
okay, so you're gonna multiply 1 times 3, right? And then
Yes,
you're
sir.
gonna add, so I'm sorry, you're gonna multiply 1 times 7, right?
Okay, yes, sir.
And then you're gonna add it to 3. So that means that you're gonna have 10 over 7.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, good. All right.
Put the answers in the chat.
No, this is something that you do in your book. Once you finish,
I mean, like when we finish.
when you already send the work to me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you could do that. All right. Akira, what number you on? Akira, what number you on? Where's Akira? And Rashad Wilson, what number you on?
I'm on number 2.
Do you understand what to do for this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And Matthias Sternquest, what number you on?
I'm number 3.
Number 3, good. Makaya Roca, what number you on?
Pardon?
What number you on?
Number 2.
Good. And Lenice? Lenice, what number you on? Lenice, what number you on? Where's Lenice? Lenice, can you hear me? I can't hear from Lenice. Lenice, can you hear me? Where's Lenice? Not able to hear from her. Joel Sweeting, what number you on, Joel?
Number 2.
Do you understand what you're doing, Joel?
Yes, sir.
Sure. Are you sure, Joel?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you're gonna help me with number 1 once we finish. Joel Cooper, what number you on?
Okay, I'm a number 2.
Number 2. Is anyone who's finished with this? Is anyone who's finished?
I do.
I'm on number 3.
Number 3, good. So,
I finished.
you finished? Okay. Aaliyah, number you on?
Aleo.
Leah.
I'm on number 3.
Okay, keep on forgetting Aaliyah. Okay. Anaya Butler, what number you on?
I'm on number 3.
Number 3, okay, good. Tavari Musgrove, what number you on?
I'm number 2, you know.
Number 2, okay. And
Yeah.
and Mari, what number you on? Mari, what number you on? Okay. Amia, do you understand what you're doing? Where's Amia? Amia?
That's fine.
What number you on?
Number 2.
Number 2. Let me ask you a question. What number you used to send the notes? Oh, Amia Maki. That's you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Okay, good. I see it. All right. Let's go ahead and do number 1. Are we done with number 1? Is there anyone who's finished with number 1? Complete with number 1?
Yeah, so I finished with all.
I'm finished with number 1.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
If you are finished with all, take a picture of your work and send it to
Yes,
me
sir.
via WhatsApp. Again, if you're finished with all, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. What's her name? Start with N. AT. Joelle, Lenise. Liliana, are you there? Liliana.
Yes, sir.
Why do you have to call your name twice? Are you paying attention or are you just being distracted?
I couldn't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
What number you on?
Sure. Storm 50.
Number 2.
You understand what to do?
Yes, sir.
Have you sent in the notes to me already?
Yes, sir.
Okay. But I don't see them. What's
I
the
did
number?
send them.
What's the number?
804 6535.
Oh, I see it. Okay. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and answer these questions. Go ahead. Joel, tell me what we're gonna do to get our first answer.
1 times 7.
Joel Sweeting.
Times the whole number. Times the denominator 7 plus 3.
Mm-hmm. So wait, let's do this. 1 second. I'll join. What you got for number 1, Joel? Final answer for number 1. Joel Sweeting, what is your final answer for number 1?
I completely do it yet.
We're gonna finish it. Okay. So let's do it together. 1 times 7 is what?
7.
1 times 7 is 7. And so we say it's gonna be 1 times 7, which is 7, plus 3 is gonna be what?
10 over 7.
Very good. So it's going to be 10 over 7. And then what we have 3 over 4 plus 1 over 2. What is the lowest common multiple?
4.
4, very good. So it's going to be times 1. What times 2 gives you 4?
2. Wait.
2, very good. So 3 times 1 is 3 all over. 4 times 1 is
4.
4 plus 1 times 2 is what?
2.
2 all over. 2 times 2 is what?
4.
4. And what do we do at this point? We have to do what? Joel, what do we do at this point?
Add the numerators.
Joel? Joel Sweeting, what do we do at this point?
So.
What we do? Add what?
Times 2.
So we say 3 plus 2 is what? 5. It's going to be 5 over what? 5 over 4 multiplied by what?
10 over 7.
10 over
7.
10 over 7. Very good. And so we have 5 times 10, which is what? What is 5 times 10?
50.
50, very good. And 4 times 7 is what?
28.
28, very good. And so when we simplify this, it's going to be equal to what? 1 and 1.
122 over 8, 28.
So we say 28 goes into 50.
Once.
22 times 8 is what? Sorry, 28. 28 times 1 is what?
28.
Minus 50. So we cancel, this becomes 4. This becomes 10. 10 minus 8 is?
2.
2. 4 minus 2 is?
2.
2. So we have 1.
And 22 over 28.
And 22 over 28.
And that could go lower.
I mean, you can simplify this some more, right? So
yeah, so I use 2 again and I get 11 over 14.
So it's going to be 1 and 22 over 28. This is, again, this is 1 and 22 over 20. Then we divide both top and bottom by what?
2.
We use 2. If you use 2, what you
Yes.
get?
I get 11 over 14.
Yeah. Let's use 2.
Mr. Petit,
Mm-hmm.
how would we figure out what number to divide by there? Because I actually stopped at 22 over 28 because I didn't know what to do there.
So you have to figure out what number could go into both of them. Both of them are even numbers. So since both of them are even numbers, you could use 2. So you have to figure out, okay, what number is divisible by both of them, and that's what you use to divide them. Okay, gonna be 11.
Yes,
over,
sir.
11 over what? 14. How many persons got this? 11 over 14. Let me know if you got that, please.
I did.
I did.
Only those 2 persons. Anyone else got 11 over 1 and 11 over 14?
I did.
I did.
I got that.
Very good.
I got 11 over 1.
I got that. I didn't send you the picture.
Say it again.
It should be I divided this because I got a different answer.
So 28 into.
Oh, you simplified it.
I simplified it. Yeah. Yeah. I simplified it because it can go simpler. All right, let's do another one. So we say 1 times 8 is 8 plus 5. It's going to be what? going to be multiplied by 1 times 8, that's going to be 8. 8 plus 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's going to be 13 over 8.
Mr. Petty, you see my message in the chat?
No, I don't see it. No. 1 times 8 is 8 plus 3, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Good. We say, what could we do? We multiply what? Both sides by what? Well, it's going to be multiplied by 1. It's going to be multiplied by, what's the LCM of 9 and 3, by the way?
9.
9. It's going to be 3 times 3 times 3. 5 times 1 is what? 5 all over 9 plus what? 2 times 3 is
6.
6 over what?
9.
Close this. Close this. 5 plus 6 is what? 11. It's going to be 11 over what?
9.
Multiplied by
13 over 8.
13 over 8. Very good. 13 over 8. So we say 11 times 13, which gives us what? 11 times 13. What do we get by 11 times 13?
143.
11 times 13 is 143, yes. 143. All over 9 times 8, which is what?
72.
72.
9 times 8, which is 72. And so we say 143 divided by 72. It's going to give us what?
1 times remainder 71.
So we say 143. 72 goes into 143 how many times?
1 time.
1 time. Very good. 72 times 1 is 72. We subtract, so we have 143 minus 72. 3 minus 2 is what? 1. It's going to be 14 minus 7. 14 minus 7 is what?
7.
7.
Yeah, so 71. So it's going to be what? 1 and what?
71 over 72.
71 over 72.
71 over 72. Can we simplify this further?
No, sir.
No.
Yet.
No,
No, sir.
No, I don't think of any that.
No, we can't.
Yeah. 71 over 70. Stay too close. Okay. Last but not least, go ahead, Sashanik. I mean, number 3. Go ahead, Sashanik.
Yes, sir. So, let me embarrass myself. Okay, so I went ahead and Mr. Petit, I ain't even saying nothing and you putting your stuff already. Yes,
boy.
I divided both sides by 4 and then the next side by 5.
Multiply both. Okay. Multiply this one by 5. Multiply the next one by 4. Good.
Yes, because I'm trying to find the lowest common multiple, and the lowest common multiple for 4 and 5 is 20. Then I'm going to multiply 4 times 4 is 16.
Very good.
So we have 16 over 20 plus 3 times 5 is 15. And we have 15 over 20 because we have to ensure that the denominators are the same.
Excellent. The denominators must be the same. Good.
Yes, sir. Then we're going to turn the fraction here into an improper fraction. We're going to multiply the whole number by the denominator and add the numerator.
9, 10, 11. It's going to be 11.
13 over 9.
9, 10, 11. 13. You get 13?
No, 12 over 9. Sorry.
12? 9, 10,
Yeah.
11. Because 9 times 1. 9 times 1 is 9.
Oh,
Plus 2.
Jesus. Where reach?
11
Yeah,
over
I get that part wrong for sure.
9,
All right,
9,
so we
10,
have
11.
11,
Yeah.
11 over 9.
16 plus 15 is what?
16 plus 15 is, where reach?
31.
31.
Uh-huh. Multiply by.
And multiply by 11 over 9.
Let me multiply these two. Yeah, the denominator should still be the same though. What is 20 times 9?
20 times 9 is 180.
180, yeah. And 31
And
times
31 times 11 is 341.
141, very good.
Excuse me, Mr. Petit. Someone have an echo.
Again?
Someone
Then
have an echo.
Then
that-
we're
that's
going to,
that's a mic. Go ahead.
then we're going to divide 341. We're gonna, see if we could get it lower. So 180 into 341 is 1 time.
Yeah, it only could go once.
Yes.
So
And
we
the remainder is going to be 161 over 180.
It's gonna be 4,
Right?
2, 14 minus 8, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, 61. So
And then we're going to try to, I think that's it.
think that's it. So it's gonna get, we're gonna get so the whole number is what? The whole number is 1, right?
I was talking all the time.
And the numerator is
The numerator is 161.
2 minus 1. That's true. 161
over 180.
over 180. Can we simplify that? No.
I don't think so.
No, we can't. All right. Anyone got 161 over 80 over 180?
I did it. Yes, sir.
Who all got that? Let me see this.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And 161.
I have
got
it.
that.
I have
Me
it.
too.
I got
Put an I inside the chat if you understand how to do
Sir, I
this.
got it.
Put an I inside the chat if you understand how to do this. So do we like the fractions or we like Pythagoras theorem?
Pythagoras
theorem, I like.
Pythagoras.
Next word.
Wow. Y'all write a Pythagoras theorem?
Yes.
Yes, sir. I hate fractions
Yes,
with
sir.
a
I do not like this at all.
Wow.
This just takes too much calculations.
A lot of calculations.
Like
Yes. Who like this? Who like this?
Me,
I
because it's for me.
prefer it.
Yeah, like it. All right. Who all could do it?
I mean,
That's
once you get yeah.
I
can do it.
I can do it. This is
At the
taking too long.
beginning, the last part was a
Yeah.
little confusing.
Yeah.
Mr. Petit, I think you should give us the formula first.
The formula of what?
Normally, when you give us things to do, you let us work hard and then give us the formula after. That's so wrong.
There's no formula for this. It's just gotta.
Well,
do it.
there's steps.
That's why I asked him for the steps. That's what he write out. That's why I write
Yeah.
that down.
On the steps. So this one is just more practice. Practice makes perfect. So that you get familiar with the fractions. I think this is a good one that we should consistently do because fractions, they love to bring fractions and you need to be familiar with fractions. That's the most percentage. You should be able to politely transfer from one to the other. Like it should be smooth for you. It shouldn't be no difficulty. All right. Okay, so we're gonna move on to I can't find the cry face emoji. Are we gonna move on to social studies? If you're not doing social studies or religious studies, you can leave. But for the rest of us who are doing social studies, religious studies, we are going to stay back because after dark is Jurassic Park. Yes, go ahead.
Night.
I can use the bathroom for our next.
Good
Yes,
night.
good night. Yes, good night.
Good night.
Do not go to Jonah Jonkanu. Don't sneak with the go to Jonah Jonkanu. All right.
I
night.
Reggie, I just was gonna say that.
All right. Let's go ahead and go to social studies. So today is what? Thursday the 30th of January. Would you believe that next Monday we would be in a new month?
Sister's birthday tomorrow.
Say it again.
My sister's birthday is tomorrow.
Yeah, you have some person two birthdays on the 31st. The subject is what? Social studies. Yes, Lamar, have your hand raised. Oh, you want to speak? Someone has Zoom user, but
My
they
little brother's birthday today.
your little brother. Okay. Today.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good. Still not better than the best month of the year, which is next month.
March.
All right, so the topic is we still on
Technically, August is the best month.
nope. We still on Woodes Rogers. He was the first what? He was
The first royal
the first
governor.
the first what? The first governor general, right? The first governor general of the Bahamas. That's correct.
Yes, sir.
Nope.
No, the first royal
The
governor.
first royal governor, Woodes Rogers, and solving problems. Woodes Rogers and solving problems. Woodes Rogers and solving problems. So we're going to talk about the problems that he encountered and how did he decide to fix it. So Woodes Rogers, yes,
Has I
ma'am.
missed something?
You probably did you?
Because the last thing I have is Crown Colony government.
Yeah, Crown Colony government.
Oh, okay.
Crown Colony government, and we was talking about how Woodes Rogers was the first governor under Crown Colony government.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and we
Oh,
said
okay.
that we can find a statue. Where can we find a statue?
That's
in
In
like
front of British
a hotel.
Yeah.
It was a hotel.
Yeah, British Colonial Hotel, and where's that located?
Oh, downtown.
Downtown. Anyone ever been in there? Spent the night?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
No, sir.
Where downtown?
Wow, you
From
found.
Dunkin' Donuts. What
Yeah.
is now Hilton?
Yeah, it is. It is across the road from. Anyone know where McDonald's is in downtown?
Yes, sir.
God.
Yeah,
Yes.
across the road from that. Across the road from McDonald's or Dunkin' Donuts if you want to do that like that.
You mean the one that little close to where the guy break down Columbus statue?
So here is it for those of you who want to see it. Woodes Rogers with his fancy sword pulling out. This is an impressive structure, by the way.
Mr. Petit. It's very old.
It's they refurbished it, so it look nice now. Very nice. Yes, go ahead. Someone have a question? So this is, who is this right here? This is who?
Woodes Rogers.
Woodes Rogers.
Woodes Rogers, and he was the first what?
Royal governor.
Royal governor.
Royal governor, the first royal governor of the Bahamas. All right, and he was under a proprietary government or Crown Colony government?
Crown Colony.
Crown Colony.
Crown Colony government, and Crown Colony government by definition is what? What do we say? The crown colony
Like
government.
British, the British Union, something like that.
Look at your notes. What is crown colony government? What is crown colony government? Mm-hmm. Go ahead. What is crown colony government? A government. You all know? Let me say it again. The crown colony government is a government that is an introduction of a government that is appointed by the crown or the King of England. That's what we mean by crown colony government. So the king appointed Woodes Rogers. Now let's look at the problems that he faced. So the problem, let's talk about problem number one. Problem number one. So problem number one is that the land and sea was overrun by what? By
Pirates.
By pirates. That's one of the first problems that he encountered. So the pirates loved the Bahamas, right? So what was his solution? What was his solution? So
To kill them or fight them off?
to fight them off. Well, the first thing that he did was he offered them, anyone who were willing, he offered them something.
A pardon?
A pardon. What does a pardon mean?
Like to excuse them from all their crimes?
Yeah, so a pardon means if you accept it, you will be forgiven. But if you don't accept it, then, and you continue to do your piracy, then they will hang you, right? So he offered the pirates a choice. He offered the pirates a choice. Be pardoned or get hanged. That's a good choice, right? Or do you think that's unfair?
I would say kind of unfair.
Why is that unfair? Why is that?
Because of like, you know, like the pirates who kill other persons and stuff, right? Like for no apparent reason. Like they wouldn't get put to justice for like killing the other person or something like that. Like they
Well,
just get their way out.
they just get their way out. But it's like when they say be pardoned or get hanged, that means they can't continue as a pirate. So basically he's saying get pardoned, you have to renounce piracy, right? And if you don't, you would get hanged. Right? So those pirates.
They can have a less painful execution.
No. Those pirates who renounce piracy and turn to the good side were what? Forgiven. But the pirates who what? Who wanted to continue in piracy were tracked down and executed. What do you mean by executed?
To be alive?
No, they killed them. Let me just make it very clear. And hanged. Now, for persons who are pirates, let's say I am a former pirate, and I decide to be pardoned. If I am decide to be pardoned and I decide to renounce piracy, I am going to help Woodes Rogers find the other pirates. That's how it works. All right. So it better land and sea were overturned by that. So it's better that you just accept the pardon, because the persons who you were in piracy with, they are going to still tell them where you is, and so you'll be in plenty problems. So it doesn't make sense to run away. All right.
But S-E-E? I thought it's S-E-A.
Oh. Wow, there's no way I did that. The pirates, the land and sea were overrun by pirates. Good. Now he had a motto. Rogers introduced the first motto of the Bahamas. So Rogers introduced the first motto of the Bahamas. First motto of the Bahamas. Which was
It meant something about the economy or something like that.
close. Expulsus.
Expel?
The currency.
No. Say currency. Close though.
The oath of allegiance.
No. What was his motto? We have it right there. Say it again.
Expulsus paratus restitutius commercia.
There we go. That's the motto. Expulsus paratus restituta commercia. That's restituta commercia. That's his motto. And can anyone guess what that means?
Onward, forward.
Get rid of pirates, free the Bahamas.
Restore the
Expel pirates.
Forward, onward. Something together. If you
No.
Piracy expelled? Something?
Piracy expelled. What else?
Commerce restored?
Commerce restored.
Restored.
All right. So say it with me. Piracy expelled.
Piracy expelled.
Commerce restored.
Commerce restored.
Good. That's the motto. All right. That's the motto. What's the matter with you? All right. So translated. Translated into English means pirates expelled and commerce restored. Pirates expelled and commerce restored. The next thing, problem number two. So what's the first problem that Woodes Rogers had? The first problem that he had. Come on. What was the first problem that Woodes Rogers had?
Pirates.
Pirates.
The pirates. Land and sea were overthrown by pirates. How did he solve it?
A decree. Lend a pardon, lend them to be.
Okay, not Joel. Someone else.
A pardon.
Not a layer. Someone else. There's no government. What was his solution to the problem of land and sea were overthrown by pirates?
His solution was to give the pirates the solution was to give the pirates a choice to change from committing piracy or be hanged.
Very good. Now, some people chose to be hanged. Sorry, some people chose piracy. Some people chose to be pardoned. Over 300 pirates, about 300 pirates rather, took the oath of allegiance. But those who refused were captured and hanged. Now, the next problem was that there was no government. That's the next problem. There was no government. And the solution was that he established a government. He established a government.
September.
So
29th, 1728.
I just gonna say it's 19. A council consisting of 12 men was set up to assist him in the running of the colony. He appointed constables, judges, Judges. Judges Ruth. Judges a chief of naval officer justice of the peace
That's what
and
my father is a part of.
and other important rules necessary for the proper governance of a country. Okay. To establish a government a council consisting of 12 men was set up to assist him in the running of the colony. He appointed constables, judges, a chief of naval officer, justice of the peace, and other important rules necessary for the proper governance of a country, because there was no government. So he basically established a government. The next problem was that Nassau was problem number 3. So he just has a problem, solution. Has a problem, has a solution. Has a problem, has a solution. So problem number 2. Number 3. Nassau was completely defenseless. Nassau was completely defenseless. Okay, so to solve this problem, what he did was he established, anyone know?
Put forts around the island. He put forts around the island and put cannons on them and stuff like that.
Exactly.
Put jails inside of it.
So he basically gave the forts repair, right? So someone is saying they can't speak. So Fort Nassau was in a terrible state and needed repair. And there was no defense in the east or west of Nassau. So Rogers and his partners decided to get some money and repair the walls of the fort. Put more guns, so add more guns.
Mr. P, that's supposed to be governance or government?
No, governance.
Okay.
For proper governance of a country. So Rogers decided to repair the wall of the fort, add more guns and troops on the inside of the fort. In 1720, Fort Nassau was completely back in good condition. So it was put back into good condition and was armed with 50 guns. Ready? So problem number 1, the land and sea were overthrown by pirates. Solution: offer the pirates pardon if they renounce piracy. If they don't, then they would be hanged. Number 2, there was no government, so he established a government. Number 3, it was completely defenseless. So what he decided to do? He decided to add more guns, repair the fort, put more men on inside the fort. All right. The next problem number 4, was that garbage was almost everywhere, right? And the roads were overgrown and unkept. So this is how the Lord Proprietors leave the place.
Mr. Petty.
Uh-huh.
You want to put solution in front of the Fort Nassau?
Thank you. Solution. All right, so garbage is almost everywhere and the roads were overgrown and unkept. Okay, let me go ahead and make sure this is here, this is there, and this is here also. And then so the solution was he told the people, listen, y'all got to clean up. Like we can't we have to clean up. We can't be living in this place that is unkept. So what he did was they had no choice but to clean up. All right. So settlers, right? Those people who live there, settlers, and ex-pirates, were made to clear overgrown paths, clean up the garbage from public spaces. And to clean up. All right. That sellers and ex-pirates were made to clear overgrown parts and to clean up the garbage from public spaces. All right, so those are some of the problems and solutions that we had with Wood Rogers. All right, so what's the first problem that he had? What's the first problem?
The land and sea were overrun by pirates.
Very good. The land and sea were overrun by pirates. Good. What was the solution?
He offered the pirates a choice to be pardoned or to be hanged.
Very good. The next problem that he encountered was what? The second one. What's the second problem?
There was no government.
There was no government. So what did he decide to do?
He made a colony consisting of 12 men to assist him.
He made a council consisting of 12 men. Very good. And then problem number 3. What was the third problem?
Nassau was
no defense in Nassau.
No defense, yeah. And so how did he address the defenselessness of Nassau?
He decided to repair the wall of the fort, add more guns and troops.
So to fortify the fort, right? And finally, what was the fourth problem?
Well, garbage was everywhere on the roads and were overgrown and unkept.
And so he had the people, the inhabitants there to clean up the mess, right? To clean up the mess. And also to the ex-pirates also had to clean up the mess as well. All right. Okay.
Send work?
Yes, sir. Take a picture of your work and send to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send to me via WhatsApp. Again, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp. Where's Megan? Where's Megan? Megan, are you there? Megan Penniman?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Give me one problem that Woods Rogers face. One problem that he faced.
The line and two were overrun by pirates.
By pirates, very good. How did he solve this problem?
He persuaded the pirates
What did he do? What did he offer them?
to either be pardoned or get hanged.
To be very good. All right, so let's go ahead and
Excuse me, did I finish? I get screenshot.
yes, you can. All right, so let's go ahead and go to RK. All right, let's go ahead and All right, good. Okay, so last thing we did in RK, religious studies, was what? What did we do?
Jesus chose the 12 disciples.
Jesus chose the 12 disciples. Anyone remember my nice song?
That song was far from nice.
My nice song about the 12 disciples that he chose. All right, so
Hey, buddy, that's a song of God. You can't say that.
now when we look at the 12 disciples, what were give me one of the names of the 12 disciples? Simon, Peter, who else?
Andrew,
Bartholomew,
Bye.
Matthew, Thomas, James, what
who
is
else? Thaddeus, yes.
Excuse me, Ms. Petit. You could go back to the first slide so I could take a screenshot of it, please. I wasn't able to finish writing.
This is the first slide. I mean, only thing I have is the date on the other one.
Oh, okay.
But it's the same thing, yeah.
Okay.
And it's not okay, Michael.
Sorry, yes, sir.
So what we're gonna be looking at today is how Jesus chose one of his 12 disciples. We said that the 12 disciples were Simon, Andrew, James, John, Philip, Bartholomew. Anyway, I think we have a Philip in there. Philip, John, Bartholomew, Matthew, Thomas, James, Simon the Zealot, Thaddeus, and Judas Iscariot. All right. So now let's look at today we're going to be looking at the call of Levi, the call of Levi. So today is what? Thursday, let me understand. It's Thursday the 30th. How's
30th
January 2025. And the subject is, of course, religious studies. And the topic is the call of Levi. Call of Levi, and it's going to be Mark chapter 2. No, it's going to be Mark chapter 2, verses 13 to. Before Jesus chose his disciples, what did he do? Very important. He what?
He prayed.
He prayed. Very good. He prayed, asking God to help him to choose rightly. So
let's go to pen like crazy. Red pen.
So we have. Okay. All right, so here we go. What was Levi's profession?
He was a tax collector.
He was a tax collector, right? So let's define that. So tax collector. So a tax collector is someone that what? Collects money for the government, right? So tax collector is someone that collects money from the for the government. Someone that collects money for the government. So in this case, we're looking at the government of Rome, right? So he was a Roman tax collector, and we know how the Jews felt about the tax collectors, right? They did not really like them. What does it mean to be an outcast?
Outcast, somebody who nobody likes in general.
Very good. Someone who nobody likes in general. They are ostracized. Nobody look at them like they are human. No one look at them with great esteem.
It really doesn't make sense that picking in corn is a problem.
No, this isn't a pick and corn story. This is how Jesus called, or how Jesus chose Levi. So someone that does not follow, someone that is ostracized, or someone that is held in low esteem, and separated from a group of people. What do I mean by outcast? All right. Okay, so Levi, what's Levi's other name? What's another name for Levi?
Matthew.
Matthew. Levi, also called Matthew, was the fifth person that Jesus called to be an apostle. Where was Levi when Jesus approached him? Where was he? What was he doing? When Jesus approached
I think he was
Levi,
collecting.
yes. Yeah, when Jesus approached Levi, he was working. He was working as a tax collector. He was working as a tax collector. But Levi gave up everything. Levi gave up everything. Gave up his money, gave up his power to be a follower of Jesus, to follow Jesus. The same day.
Mr. Petit.
Uh-huh.
This the story about when he was sitting down with his counting the money, and then
Yeah.
he saw Jesus and he get up and run.
No, he didn't run. Jesus asked him to be his disciple, and he agreed. He left all of the money on the table. He left all of the stuff that he was dealing with, and he just gone. He's not going to do that life anymore. He realized that Jesus had called him to do a special work, and he wanted to be a part of that work. So the same day, Jesus called Levi. Same day Jesus called Levi. He went to Levi's home that evening for dinner. Now, you know that the Pharisees are not like that, right? You go into this tax collector for food? No. You eating and drinking with tax collectors and sinners? No. So the same day Jesus wanted to save Levi, right? So that same day Jesus called Levi. The same day Jesus called Levi, he went to Levi's home that evening for dinner. That same day, Jesus called Levi. He went to Levi's home that evening for dinner with the other disciples he had chosen. At the dinner, there were other tax collectors and outcasts. Remember, These people who they didn't like, these people who, you know, they want to be separated from them, they too holy for them, right? At the dinner, there were other tax collectors and outcasts. The Pharisees questioned Jesus about eating with people that did not follow Jewish law. They thought that Jesus should not mix with sinners. Jesus told them that one who is healthy does not need a physician. And a physician is another word for what? It's another word for physician.
Doctor.
A doctor. Very good. One who is healthy doesn't need a physician, right? But those who are sick do need a physician. So what he's trying to tell them is that y'all think that y'all are healthy, so I need to come to y'all, right? I'm gonna come to those people who think or who feel that they have a need for me. Those are the people who I come to. In other words, Jesus, he did not come for the respectable people, but he came for what? He came for the outcasts. He came for the sinners. So Jesus, the Pharisees are saying, why are you going to these sinners? Why are you going to these outcasts? Why are you going to them? You shouldn't associate with them. But Jesus is like, come on, think about it. Does the doctor go to those people who are ill? Or does the doctor go to people who are, sorry, does the doctor go to people who are healthy, or does the doctor go to people who are sick? Right? So
Steph, I think it's my
yes.
first time hearing that statement. The physician does not one who's healthy does not go to a physician. So in other words, he was basically saying that the righteous ones didn't need to come to him.
Exactly. He's trying to say that
he was seeking for the unrighteous ones.
Exactly. He's trying to say that y'all think y'all healthy. Y'all think y'all whole. So those who think they're whole, they don't need no physician, right? And in a way, he was also rebuking them because they were actually sick too. They just didn't understand that they was also sick and they needed help from him, but yet they were trying to criticize him. So he's going to go to the people who actually feel their need for him, people who actually recognize their state. Though they may be outcasts and sinners, at least they understand that that's their state and they're willing to get help from the physician. But the Pharisees, they thought themselves holier than thou. They thought themselves whole and holy and righteous and good. So they don't need no physician. So he ain't gonna come to them. So, okay, so move on. The Jews did not like the tax collectors. The Jews did not like the tax collectors. Why? Since the tax collectors often overcharge them, That's true, often overcharge them, right? The tax collectors were also seen as what? Traitors, because they collected money from their own people to give to the Roman government. And so that's why they didn't like the tax collectors. Okay. So Aiden Bain, who's a tax collector?
Someone that collects money for the government.
Someone that collects money from the government. Very good. Aiden Gray, who was an outcast.
Outcast is someone who is disrespected, who's held in a low position to other people.
Very good. They're separated. People don't like them, right? Laura Green, who is a tax collector.
Pardon me?
Who's a tax collector?
Who's a tax collector? Someone who collects money for the government.
Very good. Someone who collects money from the government. Very good. And who was the outcast? Who's an outcast? Go ahead, Alara, who's an outcast?
Someone that is held in low esteem or separated from a group of people.
Very good. All right, good. Next. Jemiah, where's Jemiah?
Yes, sir.
What was Levi's occupation?
Levi was a tax collector.
He was a tax collector. Very good.
Do I send my work now?
One more question before we go. Why didn't the Jews, anyone can answer? Why did the Jews hate the tax collectors?
Because the tax collectors often overcharge them.
Yes, and what else?
Because they took money from their own people.
Okay, because they took money from their own people. Very good. Very good. So they were seen as traitors, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, good. Next. How did the Pharisees think about mixing with outcasts? Do they think you should mix with outcasts, or they think you should just remain close to yourself and only those people who are not outcasts? How did the Pharisees?
Outcast.
Yeah, don't associate with the outcast people, right? Okay. All right. Once you finish with your work, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp again. Once you finish with your work, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. Anyone finished with the notes? Let me know, please, if you finished with the notes.
No, sir. I still writing.
Still writing? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Again, once you finish with your notes, take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. All right, take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp.
It's on your notes.
You sent yours. Once you sent in your work, you can leave.
Good night.
Good night.
Miss Petit,
Mm-hmm.
I sent my notes to you already.
Who's that speaking?
Lexi.
Okay, you can leave. Oh, wonderful
Okay.
evening. Take care.
Good night. You
Good
too.
night. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
See you tomorrow by God's grace. See you next week by God's grace, Mr. Petty.
No problem. Have a wonderful evening.
I just sent mine.
All right. Awesome.
Mhm. Would you call me back or you want to wait till everybody comes off?
All right. You mean me, Miss Morris? Or are you talking to
Yes,
someone else?
sir. Yes, sir.
Good night, Mr. Petit.
Good night. Good night. You mean for your coursework, right?
Yeah, and then I was supposed to tell you what's going on also. Yes, that.
Oh. Wait.
And another thing I wanted to ask too, because maintaining to what they tell me,
Wait, 1 second. Let me,
Yeah.
I think, can I call you tomorrow? Because I don't want to put on the,
Okay.
yeah,
I
it's fine.
didn't want it on the thing either.
It's not. All right. It's
Okay.
fine. No problem. No problem.
All
Thank you
right
so
then.
much.
Good night.
Good night. Good night.